All right, so today in the STEAM lab, we are going to be making our tangram turkeys. So instead of having the tangram shapes that you get to play with your hands, you're going to be doing it on your Chromebooks today. So when you go to the second slide, you'll notice that there are already a few different shapes that are already here and on this page. You can click on them and move them and try to fit them in, or you can make your own. So going up on your bar here, if you can't see your toolbar, you might want to go over to the little caret, and you can see that it hides and then it opens all the different tool options. So let's make our first few shapes. When you click on this shape, it brings up a host of different things. So you can see these are some different shapes that you can grab. I'm going to begin with my triangle or my rectangle. So here I'm going to draw my shape and fit it as best as I can. Now what I find when I'm creating on here is I like to zoom in, and it makes it a lot easier for me to see. When you move your mouse, you'll notice that there are lots of different options. If you put it on a corner, you can shrink it, or you can make it larger like this. If you want to have it go up a little bit more to fit, you click here. And you can always move it any which way or use your arrows on your keyboard as well. So now to change the color, there are two options here. You have the fill color. So if I wanted this to be an orange feather part, I could do that. And then you'll notice if I click off of it, it has a black line. So when I select it by clicking it again, I can change the color. Maybe I want it to be the same, or you can have it different. You could also make the thickness be a change of color, thicker, as you can see here. So if I chose to have a red outline, now you can see the red outline is a lot thicker. You can also play with the shape of the line. So maybe you want it to be polka dots to give it some texture. It's up to you. So here's one way. Another way is for you to use, you could use the scribble, you could use the polyline. When you use a polyline, you're going to click first, and then it starts drawing it. I click my next corner, I click my next corner, click, and click it. Once you've done all of that, it actually builds the shape for you. What I really like about this one is you could then go and change, instead of choosing a color, you could create a custom color. So I want to make a custom color. I went over to gradient, and then I go to custom. Now here, I can change the colors. Maybe I want red. I'm going to add another color. I would like to add in an orange. I said red and I chose a different color. Blue. Maybe I'll add one more, and I'll have a little hint of yellow in here. So this is really fun where I can have it, this is linear, or you could choose radial so it looks like this. And then I click OK. Now inside here, I made a really colorful shape. So how did we get there again? You can either go and pick shapes, or you can go and click the polyline. And you always want to make sure this is selected as you do it. And like you said, you click it. So let me go here. I'm going to click on my polyline. I click here, and then you're going to drag and draw it. Okay? So as you keep going through it, you'll go to your next slide. And here, if you want to zoom back out, you can click the zoom out. These shapes are already made, or simple shapes that you can just use the simple shapes from here to fill it in. You can look at the example. What I would find the easiest is if you zoom all the way in and you scroll over, you can get an idea of exactly what these shapes that were used are. So you can play with going here and looking and going, this shape is a triangle. So I need two triangles that are larger on this size. And, just get an idea of that. Or again, you can go to your polyline and you can draw your polyline where you see the little plus sign, and you can select it again, And you can click and draw it however way you want. So this one's a little different. Notice I'm clicking it each time I come to a corner. Once it touches, because that's the most important part, is you have to make it touch. Then you can go and fill, and if you already did a gradient, you made one, you can click and select it and it will fill in. So now my turkey has a really cool, distinct face. I hope this helps.